Good morning. It's always nice to begin the show knowing that you're watching on the other side of the camera here on 3+U. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful start to your day. We're going to kick off the show actually celebrating in a way one of the most beautiful spots in the viewing area, the Lula Lake Land Trust. If you have never been, I'm sure you've heard about its beauty. Probably you have it on one of your must-dos when you catch their open weekends that occur once a month or so. But this morning, we're talking to the mountain bikers out there because that early bird gets the worm, and Justin Mace and Pat Kelly are here talking about the, say it again, the 5 points.
5 points 50.
The 5 point, I am not a mountain biker. Clearly.
We're here to educate you.
You're here to educate me, and for people like me who, well, people unlike me who might want to do it and they want to go ahead and begin their training, the early bird gets the worm, Justin, so you got to get your hat in now.
Yeah, you got to plan. We get a lot of out-of-towners as well, so they have to plan their travel plans and hotels, camping in the area when they come, because it's, we try to make it a weekend.
I'm a big believer in casting the net wide, okay, in our conversation. So a lot of people watching aren't going to be mountain bikers, but everybody probably who lives here and watches very much appreciates the beauty that we call home. And the Lula Lake Land Trust has been a strong supporter of that for a lot of years now. And you were saying, Pat, that this race kind of embodies the work of the last 30 years.
Yes, so this race is a 50-mile race, and we have a 25-mile race too. So for anyone who is looking to kind of, dip their toe into it, they can start with the 25-mile race. But all 50 miles that this race goes through is trail that Lula Lake has spent the past 15 years building. And we've been operating for 30 years, so it's taken us 30 years to be able to acquire all the land for the trails that this race is going to go through.
If you've never just done a Google search or gone on their website, I encourage you to do it, because the story behind how this land is even still ours to enjoy is really pretty remarkable. Because as I remember the story, it was just kind of semi-abandoned. It was in a family's trust, if you will, but it was their property. But it was highly polluted almost, wasn't it, Pat?
Yes, it was. So the family donated the property in 1994, and that's what started the land trust. And it took about 2 years for them to clean that up. And one of the kind of beauties is when you're going through this race, you can actually see a lot of the different trash piles just from historic dumping. So you can kind of step back in history and see what they had to do to clean up where the waterfall is, and the large job that we have across the whole mountain cleaning up this historic trash.
It's truly a labor of love and a gift back
it is,
to
definitely.
Our community. So a lot of people, though, mountain biking, how big is the mountain biking world, Justin? You said people are going to be traveling from all over to come to this.
I'd say most of our racers come from all over the Southeast.
Okay.
So neighboring states, Western Tennessee. It just kind of depends what they can, but everyone who comes enjoys the race. We make it it's more like a festival.
Okay.
It's, we have a party at the end. We have food and music, and people bring their families, and there's camping. So it's an event. It's more than just a race.
We have a chance to meet an awful lot of people here on the show, and many of them have chosen to relocate here. COVID brought a lot of them. But it's interesting how many people, honestly, I hear say that they came for the mountain biking. You hear bouldering.
Yep, I've moved
and mountain biking
for all of that.
Really?
Climbing, I think Justin did too. I don't know. We're not Chattanooga locals, and mountain biking, climbing, paddling.
So you want people, they can, if they want to dip their toe in the water, as you say, Pat. I had asked you, how do they train, because they can't possibly train at Lula Lake, but the truth is, in a way they can.
Yes, so again, 80% of the trails are open all the time, as well as we're going to have some fun events where people can come out and ride the course at the Core Preserve. So the Core Preserve is the only area that is not open to the public all the time. And so we'll have some training rides, and it's the same as Justin was saying, is we want everything to be fun, So we'll probably have some refreshments, we'll go down the waterfall. sometimes we make some challenges to maybe win some prizes for the race day. So
You have a little competitive spirit in there.
always, you know, and we're just always trying to have a good time.
Is there a tip you would give to somebody who's thinking about getting into mountain biking, but they're maybe a little, or should you be a little bit nervous at first? And do you take it slow at first?
I'll let this guy answer.
It's natural to be nervous. It's okay, but we kind of would like to take, you know, the emphasis off the race part of it for a lot of people. Some people are going there to be super competitive and you know, do well in their category, their age group, whatever it may be. But for the most part, most of our racers are actually going, you know, to accomplish the race, you know, the distance, and set that as a goal, you know, physically. And you know, the distance is long. Of course, we have the 25-miler as well, but you can soak in all the beauty. I mean, it just takes your mind away. It's amazing riding through the land trust. It's beautiful. So it's really for everybody.
Yeah, my wife, she gets a group of 5 or 6 women every year, tries to, and they just take their time and they stop at all the aid stations and they soak in the beauty and the atmosphere. So I mean, you can do it almost as slow as you want and enjoy it.
With you at Roost Racing, can people contact you if they want to get just some kind of tips or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm happy, you know, to answer. It's mainly emails or you know, through Facebook. And I've been the race director for a number of years. And all of this is to promote the land trust. So, you know, we give our time to.
Does the course change year to year?
It has in the past years. This year will be the same as last year.
Okay.
We changed it for last year and really like this new course. It showcases some new trails that were recently built on Lookout Mountain. So,
if this fundraiser keeps bringing in money, we'll keep building more trails, and then the race might keep changing. So.
What's the entry fee? Do you know?
I'm trying to remember. It has different levels at different dates.
95 for the 25 and 100, 110 for the 50.
I set you up on that one.
Yeah.
But if you go to their website, you can see all of the different entry levels and deadlines, I'm sure, too, as you get closer to the date.
Correct.
Prices probably tend to go up. So they're giving you this gift today because June will be here before you know it. So don't wait too long.
Coming quick.
People will begin to register. lulalake.org/events is how you can register and find out more, too, about how you can support the mission of the Land Trust. We're very lucky to have it. Thank you both.
Awesome.
Thank you.
you.